On this 50-point inspection from Feathered Friend out of Concord, New Hampshire, I have their Phantastic Beast, which is a New England style IPA that's brewed with Phantasm. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's a hop or if that's, I think, is that weird grape shit that they do? I don't know, I'll have to look it up. Anyways, this comes in at 6.3% ABV, so it is a standard New England IPA. And, hey, we got a canned on date. It's canned on January 27th, so looking at like 3 weeks old about the time of this inspection. So look at that can art. It is fantastic. All right, it's a confetti owl. Let's open this up. Pour it into the proper glassware. Okay, so I've had this can stored upside down, so yeah, that is what it is. I wasn't super impressed with. It's hazy. It's a hazy. Seen better jobs done on the West Coast, but anyways, head is a little bit of a bubbly white head. I don't want to call it quite rocky. It's got a little froth to it, but it does look like it might start to break down. The bubbles are starting to grow, and it is a hazy orange. All right, let's get some aromas. It's kind of like a chalky wheat note with a little bit of some type of fruit from afar. Okay. Yeah, it's just kind of, it's got this chalky smell to it. Kind of, I'm going to say passion fruit and grape. Maybe a little bit like peach. It seems to be like kind of stone fruit and stuff like that. Maybe a little bit of that kind of like white grape note too. I don't think Phantasm is a hop. I don't even know. If it is, it's not on my hop chart over there, so I don't know. We'll have to hopefully figure this out by the end of this. And it doesn't smell bad. It's not like overwhelming with aromas either. And that weird. There's a weird chalkiness. It's almost like if you milled grain real fine and just kind of would dump in it, and you got the milled powder kind of going up your nostrils. Yeah, slight Willoughby cheese doughiness as well. The outer crust of Willoughby cheese. Don't eat it, Willoughby. It's gross. All right. Anyways, cheers. Wow, was not expecting that. There was a big old spicy. This is a spicy bomb, not hot spicy. Like, it's very herbal spicy. It's green. It's got some green flavors. A lot of that kind of doughy. It's seriously like, it tastes like Willoughby cheese. The outer crust smells. It's got this weird doughiness to it. It's like a medium body. Carbonation is on the low side, so it leaves it with a kind of soft palate, but it's almost because it's like, it seems like it's flat. It's like drinking a flat beverage, almost. Yeah, lots of dough, lots of just chalky dough. It is drying my palate off. Lots of zestiness to this one. Herbal spice. It's a little bit of like a passion fruit like flavor in there. Alright, I'm ready to score it. Okay, so I'm back. Let me just read what they say here on Untapped. It was a bit difficult to find, but I found it. It says, our first date with Phantasm. Google it, which I'm going to after this. Alongside Bru1 and Azzaca editions. Next big thing, you tell us. So I think that Phantasm, I think that's that weird grape skin shit that they started doing. They're supposed to, I don't know. I haven't had one that I've really enjoyed. Hey. So out of 70 ratings anyways, this one scores a 3.95, or it averages out at 3.95. out of 5 on Untapped, which on my scale would put this as a good beer. Now, when I thought of it, first off, they're calling this a New England IPA, and this was brewed here in New England, and this is like barely hazy. I'm gonna give it a 5, and plus the head wasn't the greatest. 5 out of 6 for the appearance. On the aromatics, it was freaking weird. It was that reminded me of Willoughby cheese, which is a horrible cheese, but like the breading smell that you get from the outer layer of it, it was kind of almost spot on for that. Kind of odd. A 5 out of 10 for the aromatics. It also wasn't very in depth with that. The best thing out of it was some of the hop profile that I could find. On the flavor score, same thing. It was very surprising. I didn't get so much of the fruit notes that I was getting out of the aromatics. It was more stone fruit in the aromatics. Very herbal spice-like and a bit zesty on the flavors. And then that, once again, weird, doughy Willoughby cheese flavor with chalkiness. 11 out of 19 for the flavor score. The body on it is like a kind of, it did have a little bit of a watery consistency, and it still had that kind of chalky feel as well. And it was kind of like a lighter side medium body for the most part, and then the carbonation being kind of on the lower side didn't help. Even though it had a smooth mouthfeel, it felt like it was just a lack of carbonation. I'm at a 4.5 out of 5 for the body. And for my overall for this beer, I honestly wouldn't buy this again. I'm at a 5.5 out of 10, which is going to give the Phantastic Beast from a Feathered Friend a BuMpY 31 out of 50, which would put it as a drinkable beer. Let me just look up Phantasm powder. I think that's what they do. Okay, Phantasm Tayo powder, American premier homebrew supplier offering high quality ingredients. Okay, that's on Bru's shop. What is Phantasm powder? Okay, so what is Phantasm powder? Phantasm is an extraction made from Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc grapes. They are incredibly rich in thiol precursors, which, when added correctly to a fermenting beer, can unlock into strong tropical fruit aromas. So, when added correctly is the key word, I think. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and cheers.